Hello, welcome to Let's Talk Invicta. We are here at our studio in beautiful Miami, Florida. We are in a beautiful store in great company. So we have here today Greg. Greg, how are you?
Hello Alex, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday, very happy to be here. Second show together is going to be incredible. We have many watches, incredible prices, so let's start.
That is correct. So last week we promised we were going to bring an amazing episode. This week we are going stronger and better. We have the best of the best selection of timepieces. We're going to start today, but most importantly, we're going to bring the best prices. We're going to make it easy for you at home to make a purchase. Very easy. You work very hard, so treat yourself. Starting today. Greg, I think we should get started.
We should start, but before to start, don't forget to scan the code you see on your screen, to go on the website and to follow us, look at the bottom, on Instagram and Facebook.
That's
Alex,
right.
let's
Very
start.
important. Yep, very important. Should we start with the first watch, Greg?
We should.
Absolutely. So last week we started with a purple label edition. So this week we know we have Mother's Day. It's ahead of us. A lot of us have many gifts in mind. Well, I think we wanted to deliver. So first and foremost, we have a purple label. This is a Gladiator Reserve, latest edition. Again, this is a 37 millimeter case. It's composed of stainless steel case. And again, you have a band that has leather and silicone, which is a great combination and very, very unique. In addition to that, you have here the chains, the gold chains alongside a gold crown going through the side of the watch. And this is why it's called a Gladiator Reserve. Okay. Now, when we look at the purple label, you're going to see a lot of accents. I mentioned that the band, the leather and silicone, come fully in purple, but you're going to see here, right outside your crown, you're going to see a combination of purple and gold, and then the case has a two-tone purple and gold combination here. Now, when we look at some of the extras that are found here, you have a screw-down crown and you have a flame fusion crystal. This crystal, it's made to definitely protect your great investment. It has the technology to be shock and scratch resistance, so it's a very durable and amazing crystal. Okay, when we look at a close look at the dial, what you see here is oyster and mother of pearl alongside with a very powerful purple flare. Okay, in addition to that, you see the big R. For those of you that may not know what Invicta has to offer, this is a reserve timepiece, which means it has the highest quality of craftsmanship found in our timepieces. So again, you're investing here in a very high quality timepiece. When we go and check out what drives the engine of this watch, this one is Swiss engineering. This one has a quartz 505 Swiss movement made by Ronda. So not only do you have all those components, not only do you have the creative purple label edition, but again, you have the best of the best in one timepiece. So I think it's for those that are tuning in right now, I think it's important that we talk about the price, because that's what excites me the most about this watch, Craig. I mean, this is a very unique combination.
Absolutely, Alex. Let's see the price.
Absolutely. So in this particular combination of a watch, right, purple label, usually you will find that for $559. Well, today we are going to massively drop that to $159.90. But a special treatment we're going to do during today's show is that we're going to be offering an extra 30% off coupon, and we wanted to display the price for you. As you can see it highlighted in yellow, we are going to do this one for $111.93, and there are very easy ways on how to do that today to get that price. And by the way, as you see on the top left column, there's only a few left. So let's move quickly on this one. We are going to run out. I assure you of that. One last feature that you're going to see Greg and I mention during today's episode is Affirm. Affirm gives you the flexibility to buy now, pay later, which means all you need to do is go into our website, or on the description of this show, you can simply click on the link. It's going to take you to the episode that we have talked about today. You simply click on the link and you can choose the option to buy now, pay later. Again, this is a steal, $111 with 93 cents. Doesn't get better than that. Mother's Day is around the corner. I would suggest that you get this timepiece right away. Greg, what are your thoughts?
I'm completely agree, Alex. This is incredible. You can
Absolutely.
get this watch for as low as $10 per month. So this
Wow.
is very crazy to get this watch
Wow.
right now.
Wow, $10? That's a meal in Burger King. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. And for $10
Yeah.
you have a watch. So
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Well, again, one additional feature, as you guys, again, I have it here in front of me, but if you guys, once you make a quick order, you're gonna see that in the back, you're gonna have the Gladiator exhibition in the back, and it's gonna tell you that this is, I'm gonna go ahead and open it here so you guys can see it. It's gonna have, let me get a good, nice shot. You see the Gladiator, wow. And then obviously it's gonna tell you a lot of the features, but also that it is a purple label, very exotic and unique timepiece. Again, and those of you that may think this is a massive or a big timepiece, keep in mind this is only 37 millimeters in size for the full package. Again, fantastic option for those of you looking for a gift. Those of you that want to treat yourself, this is a ladies Gladiator, and by the way, it is a reserve timepiece. So with a simple click on the description of today's episode or visit invictastores.com, you're gonna find an extra 30% off. You're gonna pay a final price of only $111.93. Fantastic, Greg.
this is fantastic, Alex. So are we ready for the next watch?
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's do this. So the next watch, let me get it here. I'm very excited about this one. Tune with me. I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. So over the years, we have had the privilege of having the Bolt collection, right? That's an incredible collection in the Invicta brand. But today we have the Bolt Zeus Magnum. I'm gonna go ahead and mention the model number. This is 43115. Why is it called the Bolt Zeus Magnum? The reason it's called that is because it has a dual movement. You see the engineering, you have one here and one here. But let's talk a little bit about the features of this watch. So for those of you wondering the size, this is a 52 millimeter case. Again, you have a profile of about 20 millimeters. You have here a combination of silicone and stainless steel on the bezel and on the case. You have some plastics, which means that typically a Bolt Zeus Magnum will be a little bit on the heavier side. This is very light. I can tell you guys today, just when I first tried it on, it doesn't weigh almost anything. So for those of you that want to take it to do any water sports or just want to have a good looking timepiece like this, that honestly doesn't weigh much. And that's due to the materials used here, okay? What you find in this package here, it's 100 meters of water resistance, which again comes with a quartz movement, which is a BD53 movement that is found on this watch. It gives you a lot of features. So let's start with here. If you guys look at the 3 p.m., you have a 24-hour counter. If you guys look between 4 and 5 p.m., you have a big date, so it's very easy to tell which day of the month. If you look at the 6 p.m., you have small seconds. If you look at the 9 p.m., you have a 60-minute counter. So again, you have a lot of features, and this watch, I'm gonna tilt it a little bit, has a lot of depth. So from the crystal to the actual dial, there's a lot of depth, which is pretty exciting to see. Again, to summarize this is a fantastic watch to dress it up, dress it down, have a fun day at the beach, fun day at the mall. You can take it anywhere. For those of you that like to travel, you actually can set dual time zones in this. That's why it's called the Bolt Zeus Magnum. So again, and you have this blue and green color combination, which is very exotic. If you want to check out a few more colors, you can also click on the link under the video description, or go to invictastores.com and you can find other color variations on this one if you're not a fan of green. I personally, Greg, I really love this blue and green. I think it's exotic. You know, I think you should add it to your collection, Greg.
I do love. Right now I have a red one, but for this summer I would like to have the green one. So it's a different model, obviously.
Awesome.
But, I think I'm going to get this one as well.
Don't worry.
What is the price, Alex? Because everybody wants to know what is the price for this.
That is a great question. So actually, why don't we show our audience today? So this particular watch, I know you're saving it on purpose, Greg, because you don't want to tell the audience what a great price we have here. So I know Greg wants to keep it a secret, but I'll tell you. So this watch, it's typically, right, you will find it for $599. So we are going to take it down for $164.90. But as mentioned earlier, with a 30% off coupon, okay? The final price, we wanted to showcase it. So thank you for that, Greg. So the final price for this timepiece is going to be $115 with 43 cents. Wow, incredible. On top of that, as a reminder, and I get very excited about this, is the buy now, pay later option. So 2 ways to really get your hands on this watch. Very easy. You can visit invictastores.com, click on the yellow tab. Let's talk Invicta. You're going to find the watches that we are discussing today. But number 2, on the description of this video, which by the way, don't forget to like or subscribe, you're going to find the link that will take you right away. As you see on the top left, only a few left. All the watches that we're showing today, there's only a few left. There's very limited quantities. They advised me before we even started the show. I get very excited because I have it in front of me. Actually, I'm gonna do, Greg, I know we talked about the price, what an amazing deal this is. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this one, and I actually wanna try it on.
And this one, for the moment, we have 27 in stock. We are selling fast, so if you want to get the deal,
wow,
you have the link below, or you can scan the QR code that you should see on my left. So scan and go to the website.
So what if I told you that this watch has an extra feature? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put it here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a closer shot. So this one actually has the shutter technology. So I'm gonna show you that you can actually look at that. You can actually close the dial. Let me get a better view for those of you tuning in. So look at this. You can close the dial, and you can actually open it. Wow, look at that. You know what, Greg, have you ever had one of your friends come with their sports car and show you the hood and the horsepower and what's found?
It's the same. This is incredible. Looks like to be, like a James Bond watch. It's incredible.
Absolutely. So I'm just showing people again. You get dual time zone. You get 2 movements in here. This is the Bose Zeus Magnum. It has the shutter technology. I know I was leaving the best for last, but this has the shutter technology. Again, look at this. 52 millimeters on my wrist. Look at that. Feels phenomenal. Lightweight technology on this Bose Zeus Magnum. Again, I've never felt lighter on a 52 millimeters before. For those of you that are tuning in right now, this beautiful Bose Zeus Magnum variation, look at that with the shutter technology, which means you can close or open the dial. It's only $115.43 after you apply the 30% off coupon. Very easy. Go on the description of this video or go to invictastores.com, and you're gonna quickly find this or any other color variation on this particular style. So, Greg, I think it's like you mentioned, only a few left.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's time to go to the next one, Alex. What do you have for us today? I think you have a great one.
Absolutely. So, are you ready for this? So,
I am ready for this.
We did purple. We have done green. I think it's time.
Blue.
You got it. You guessed right. So this one is blue, but again, we added a little bit of gold to it. So 2022 was a big year for the brand. We did a massive releases, and this one in particular took the world by storm. This is the ribsaw. Okay. The reason it's called the ribsaw is you're gonna see a lot of variations. We have never seen a bezel that looks like this, and I'll show you in a second. But what we find here is a 56 millimeter case size. You have a stainless steel materials. You have a push crown, flame fusion crystal, which by the way gives you the shock and the scratch resistance. You have tritonite, which is the luminous material that you find not only in the hands but also on all the markers of the watch. And as I mentioned earlier, stainless steel, but you have a silicone band on this particular rib saw. Now I want you guys to see, I tilted the watch a little bit because you're gonna find the big numbers inside the bezel. So it's a pretty cool innovation in the bezel. You do have these gold pointers here, so we'll give you a nice contrast on the blue. And again, I'm gonna tilt the watch a little bit so you can see a little bit of the side view, so you can see that rib saw effect. Okay, when we dive a little bit into the engine of this watch, and by the way, if you look at the sub dials, if you look at here, you also have that rib saw look, which is incredible, with some light blue going under the sub dial, which is really incredible. So what we find here, Swiss engineering, you have a Z60 movement. Now what this gives you is it gives you the small seconds at the 2 p.m. Okay, it gives you the date at the 4 p.m. It gives you the 30-minute counter at the 6 p.m. and gives you the dates of the week at the 10 p.m. So this is a fantastic movement. Again, it is Swiss, so that tells you, the quality and the build of this timepiece. Once again, this is model number 44096. It is part of the rib saw. Incredible innovation for the brand. So Greg, I know you wanted to see some blue, obviously, during today's episode. So why don't we talk a little bit about the price and how we can get this timepiece to everybody at home,
Absolutely,
watching at home or
Alex.
at work.
I want really to discover the price.
Yeah.
Looks incredible. So the price today is amazing. Let's see. 122.
Wow.
This is incredible.
Are we serious about this? This is a very surprising low price.
This is
for
incredible. The watch was 419 and now you're at 122. This is incredible.
Absolutely. So for those of you that, we talked about the package here. You have a Swiss engine with a rib saw case, incredible innovation, right? And we talked about all the features that this particular movement caliber offers. So this original is an over $400 watch. We brought it down to $174.90, but with the 30% off, this is only $122 with 43 cents. Which, by the way, my favorite part, Greg, buy now, pay later, nothing out of pocket today. You can simply click where? Well, under the description of the video, or if you go to invictastores.com today, because by the way, we only have 24 hours and all this is going to disappear. But again, invictastores.com, let's talk Invicta. Wow, what a great demonstration.
Yes, let me show you where
yeah,
to click,
please.
because
Thank
at the
you.
end, you have to know when you go on the website, it's very simple. Let's talk Invicta. Just click the menu and you will see the page with all the products of the day, only for 24 hours.
Fantastic. I know you like to make things simple, Greg. Thank you for that. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Now, that's why we make a great team. We make things simple.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
I completely agree.
I like it. That's not what you said yesterday, but you're saying that today. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So guess what? I promised you guys I was going to try a lot of the candy on my wrist today. So here we have the rib saw. Again, this is a 56 millimeter timepiece on my wrist, and actually looks a lot smaller than that. But look at that. I'm wearing a blazer today, very elegant, even though you have a silicone band. I think the color combination, the blue striking, the design, look at that.
You look fantastic.
Yeah, thank you for that. So again, you have a Swiss engine, you have all the features on the chronograph, you have the rib saw design, especially very noticeable on the bezel and on the sub dials. And this particular variation, which again, limited quantities, as you guys can see. Again, it's here for you during today's episode for only $122.43. That's right. And buy now, pay later. Very convenient for all of you watching today. And that is why we do these episodes. It brings me a lot of joy to bring affordable luxury completely out of our studio here in Miami, going directly to your destination. So, Greg, are you ready for more?
I am ready, Alex. I want to
Okay.
see the next one. I think the next one, if I'm not wrong, is going to be an S1 rally. Is it correct?
Awesome. Look at this. I can't even take this off my wrist because I like it so much.
I know. This is
Awesome.
fantastic.
Yes, yes. Right. Let's
And we are almost sold out, huh, by the way. We are,
really?
yes, we have 17 pieces available right now. No, 11 actually. 11
Wow.
to be exact, because of course I'm looking at the sales
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
It's only 11 pieces available. So
Yeah.
doing
Fantastic.
fast for this
Yeah.
model. I mean, at this price. No?
Incredible. By the way, look at this. It's like a glove. Look at the band. It's so flexible. Look at this. I'm playing with it.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. I'm moving the band. Wow. Look at that. Yeah. One last look. This, as Greg mentioned, is flying out the door. Wow. Look at that. All right. Well, enough with this one. I think, Greg, while I get ready for the next one.
I'm ready when you are ready.
So let's get the action going.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Greg, was that you or your friend that told me you were into racing?
I wish, but I was not.
Okay. Well, today you will be, because
I
this
will be.
exactly that is. I want to make the audience happy, but I want to make you happy as well, Greg. I know that.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
I can't
So,
wait to see the price, to be honest, but please
Yeah.
start and explain to us
Okay.
what it's about.
So not too long ago, I mean, here in Invicta, obviously we love racing. We have been designing the S1 Rally collection for quite some time. We like the obviously the innovation, the flair, the racing aspects. So not too long ago, we brought a new member of the family. His name is Juan Manuel Correa. So he's a Formula race driver, and we are bringing that flair and that innovation in collaboration with Invicta. And here today, we're bringing you an S1 Rally, again, a Juan Manuel Correa edition. So this is a limited edition timepiece. What we find in here is a 48 millimeter case. Again, all stainless steel. And for those of you that are wondering at home, what color combination is this? This is a black stainless steel case with a rose gold variation. By the way, you may be able to find a couple other colors, but we chose this one because I think it's very, let me get a side look at that. You can see the rose gold variation on this watch. Now, what I love about the innovation in this case is that first of all, it looks very elegant, but at the same time racing inspired. The crown, as you can see, is not allocated in the left or the right. It's allocated all the way at the top, which I think is pretty neat for those of you that already have a collection or you need something new and inspiring for you to have. And again, it's a push down crown. You do have the flame fusion crystal to protect all the grayness that you see under. 100 meters of water resistance. And again, black and rose gold combination. Alongside, you have a silicone band that is very powerful to definitely protect this great investment that you have here today. When you look at the movement, okay, this is, those of you that have many Invicta watches may already know, but this here you have a movement that is made by TMI. It's an NH35. You have your typical your central hours, minutes, and seconds. You can see them here, and it's highlighted. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Very aggressive. They're in black to complement your dial and rose gold. And then you have a day calendar that comes included in this particular watch. So again, you have very aggressive big numbers here in white, in red, with your black hands, with a little bit of a rose gold grill here with Invicta logo. Again, fantastic timepiece. And again, I think, Greg, should we talk about the price?
We should talk about the price. Let's look at this price. 125.
Wow.
This is incredible.
Wow, I think my temperature is rising. I don't know if it's because we're in Miami or it's because of the prices we're showing today.
I think it's a mix of both, to be honest.
Awesome.
But
awesome.
125.
So just so the audience understand, this is a $499 watch. Again, all the combinations that and complications that this watch has to offer. But we dropped it down to $179 with 90 cents. And today, with that extra 30%, we wanted to include the final price in the screen today. So you guys, we wanted to do the math for you and illustrate all the savings. So it's $125 with 93 cents. Again, my favorite, buy now, pay later. Again, for those of you that already know Affirm, I know Greg, you're a big fan, but they make it so simple. All you have to do is click on the video, on the description, or go to invictastores.com. And again, model number for this, Greg, is 41649 S1 Rally. Juan Manuel Correa, Formula Race driver. Great collaboration with Invicta. Your thoughts, Greg?
This one is the lowest price ever we had. So I want to say, if you want to get this piece, it's ready today because we are going to be sold out in couple of minutes, I guess.
Yep.
Look at this.
Wow.
Look at this perfection. This is gorgeous.
Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
I want to get a wow.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah. Wow. It's very.
Even the camera is.
Yeah,
it's in trouble.
You know
right
what
now,
it is?
you know?
It is the temperature here in Miami. It is the temperature. I know you did that on purpose, Greg. You did that on purpose. So again, as we fix the sun here in Miami, right? So here we have this one right here. It's only 125 with 93 cents. Let's see if we can get a better angle. I think the temperature it's way too hot for this. So again, Juan Manuel Correa S1 Rally. Again, this is a racing edition. I'm gonna try to on my wrist so you guys can see that. Again, this variation, I'm looking down, Greg, because I hear that there's only 15 pieces left of this color variation.
Right now, no, I am at 13. Now we have 13 exactly because some people are buying right now, so we have 13 in stock.
Wow.
So yeah,
unbelievable. And again, you guys might find other colors that are still available, but this one is very exotic for those of you that like sports cars, those of you that like to collect different timepieces. I myself have over 63. Trust me, it gets very addictive, but this one is one that you do want to have in your collection. All right, well, I think we're ready, but what do you think, Greg?
I think we are ready to go to the next one.
Yeah. By the way, I like to, as you can see here, I'll have my lovely polishing cloth. This comes included in every box when you get your timepiece at home. Don't forget to polish your watches. It's very important. I like to keep them very, very clean. So I think it's time to move on. We have here another collaboration. We spoke about, the Juan Manuel Correa collaboration. Well, what if we brought, this one is a Shaq. For those of you, obviously, Hall of Famer, NBA player. So this is a Shaq variation. This one was released in 2022, so it's fairly new. And what you're gonna find here is a lot of stones and a lot of crystals put together in this variation that we have here. So right away, what you find here is a 50 millimeter case, all stainless steel throughout the band and the case. And you have, again, a lot of crystals here all throughout the bezel. You have crystals all throughout the middle of the band, and then on the side of the case you have a lot of stones. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's a total of 222 stones put together into this particular timepiece. You do have a lot of great features. You have the push down crown, you have the flame fusion crystal, again, shock and scratch resistance. It's a combination of sapphire and minerals. Okay, you do have trinite, so you have luminous material in your hands, but also on the markers throughout the watch. Okay, and you have 100 meters of water resistance, which is great. What you find in the engine and all the extra features, you have a movement caliber by TMI, it's a BD53. That gives you, if you look at here, 24-hour sub-dial at 3 p.m. It gives you the big date between the 4 and the 5 p.m. Okay, it gives you the small seconds at the 6 p.m. and it gives you the 60-minute counter at the 9 p.m. So a lot of great features to have in your chronograph. And again, this is a stainless and rose gold variation on this particular Shaq timepiece. With that being said, Greg, the audience may think when you bring over 200 stones of crystals into one watch, you bring the name Shaq, we may think obviously a very high price.
Absolutely, they're going to say this is too expensive. So I want to say, let's see the price. What do you think it should be?
You know what I think, Greg? There are two words in the dictionary that we do not use in this episode, which is too expensive. Okay? Exactly. So this particular variation, it's a $499 watch. We took it down all the way to $209 with 90 cents. That's right, $209 with 90 cents. But with the extra 30% that we are going to include in today's episode is going to come down to $146.93. In addition to that, don't forget we have a firm, which is buy now, pay later. You can simply click, buy the watch, don't pay anything, worry about it later, make your payments however you want to, and that is very accessible when you go into the link that is located under the video description, or when you go to invictastores.com. I know Greg did a demonstration earlier, but if you want later on, you can review, go back in the video, and you can find a video that Greg did just on how easy it is to find and buy this watch. By the way, this is model number 43822. This is a variation by Shaq. I have loved a lot of the variations that we have done with Shaq. I mean, incredible designs, and to put a 50 millimeter timepiece like this with a very famous band that you guys have found through the years in a Pro Diver Scuba, with this amount of crystals put together, including in the bezel and the case and the band, for only $146.93. It's really unbelievable. So what are your thoughts, Greg? What are your thoughts?
This watch is amazing. This one, for this price, it's as low as $13 a month. If you use Affirm, this is incredible.
Yeah. So I think, look at that. We fixed the temperature here in Miami. It's hot, but you know what's hot? The prices are really hot. Look at the amount, look at I mean, for those of you that have a night event, you want to impress your boss, your significant other, this is a timepiece that will dress you up. Again, over 200 crystals. You can wear a polo, a blazer, whatever you choose to. This is a statement. Again, over 200 stones. You have them in the band, in the case, in the bezel. They're everywhere. And you can say it's a collaboration, obviously, with Shaq. You see it right under the Invicta logo, the big Shaq. Again, one of a kind. There's only, Greg, do I see that well? It is only event only, which means, what does that mean, Greg?
It means that it's only for this live stream we have today. So after this event, 24 hours, I mean, we are going to be sold out before for sure at this price, but we will never find this price again.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Well, again,
this is crazy. Make you happy. Make you happy. I mean, you have to go on the website and buy and make you happy, or to buy to get for someone you love. It's incredible.
That's amazing. For those of you that speak the language of love and sales, this is a perfect gift. Absolutely. So I think it's time to move on, Greg. What are your thoughts?
Yes, absolutely, Alex.
I know we wanna stay longer on each timepiece, but are you ready for this?
I am ready for the next one. Yes, absolutely.
The next one, and before we get started, I want to take a second to thank everybody that's tuning in right now, and don't forget to subscribe or like, because the more you do that, the more exciting videos and episodes that we're gonna bring your way moving forward. And I promise you, we're gonna continue taking your feedback. We're gonna bring the hottest and the best prices. Absolutely. So again, just wanted to deliver a quick thank you. So as I said, for all of you that are tuning in right now, I want to express a big thank you to all of you. And this is the final punch of the day. This is a slim reserve timepiece, one of a kind, extremely limited. This is an exotic timepiece that you may see it in today's episode here today. You may not see it again. So let's start talking about this watch, right? So what you have here is a 46 millimeter case. Again, you have a stainless steel materials, but also you have the high polish, which means it's going to shine a little bit more, which makes it extremely elegant to dress it up. And again, in a second, I'm going to show you how thin and slim this watch is. That's why it's called slim. When you look at the package here, when you look at the bezel, when you look at the dial, okay, this brings 575 stones and a total weight of 2.4 carats. Let me say that again. In this slim reserve timepiece, you get 575 stones of diamonds. Look at that, all over the bezel, all over the dial. And to complement that, as I mentioned earlier, you have a high polished stainless steel band, which makes it extremely elegant, okay? Couple extra features that it has a flame fusion crystal to keep your timepiece protected with a shock and scratch resistance. It has a beautiful logo here that says Swiss movement, which we're going to talk a little bit in a second. You have this little red accent here at the crown to give it a little bit of a contrast, okay? And then you have a Swiss quartz movement. It's it's 1062 caliber, made by Ronda, okay? And they love to obviously tell you in this watch that it has that. That's why they put the Swiss movement logo here at the bottom. And again, you have that stainless but with a little bit of gold here contrast, which is very, very nice. And I want you to look at the side profile. So when you look at it here, this is a 6.5 millimeter profile. An average Invicta watch is about 18 millimeters. So this tells you how exotic and unique this is. And not only the case, but it's really as thick as the band. Incredible. You have a Swiss movement. Let me turn it back again. You have a Swiss movement, full diamonds, in only 6.5 millimeters of a case profile. Now, I think it's important to talk about the price, Greg, for something as powerful as this.
Yes, so clear, Alex.
Yep. So we promise to bring you the best of the best on the show. Once again, this is model number 41050. It's a slim reserve diamond timepiece. 575 stones, 2.4 carats. This watch, you were looking at 3,500 total price. We wanted to finish the show with a bang. We put it at $999.90 with the extra 30%. The final price you will pay today, and by the way, you only have 24 hours. It's $699.93, and you have the ability to use Affirm with a buy now, pay later option. Nothing out of pocket today. This is something if you want to treat yourself. I know you work very hard, or you want to surprise someone you really love, admire, or you want to give thank you to. This is a timepiece. And not only a few left, there's not a lot of pieces like this in the world. And we have a few that we prepared especially for this show. So Greg, while I actually gonna try it on, any thoughts on this? Have you ever seen something like this before?
No, it's the first one actually, you know.
Yeah.
This one is gorgeous.
By the way, you saw how easy I took the band. It's the butterfly clasp, so it makes it dressier. But look at this. Wow, it's very thin, very elegant. Again, 575 stones, 2.4 carats of diamonds for $699. This is a timepiece to have. The way to get it, very simple. Click on the link under the video description or go to invictastores.com. Click on the yellow tab, find the show, apply the extra coupon, and you're gonna land at a $6.99 with 93 cents and a buy now, pay later option, probably as low as $50 a month, depending on which option you choose. This is an incredible deal brought especially to you today. Wow, look at that. So Greg, I think we have done enough damage today. I think as I get a signal, I've been hearing that there's a lot of clicks happening as we speak.
We are done. You don't have any other watch for us today?
We're done, but we're just getting started. I promise you that what you saw today is a glimpse of the things that we're gonna bring every single show and episodes that we bring to you. Is gonna be fantastic, I promise you. We're gonna do our best to get a lot of these beautiful timepieces to you, delivered very quickly at the best prices.
I trust you. So see you in 24 hours from now for the next show.
Absolutely. Well, it's all about affordable luxury. It's all about Invicta. Let's continue having fun. Let's continue talking Invicta. I am Alex, alongside Greg. It's a pleasure that you tuned in today. I can't wait to see you in our next episode. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye, Alex.
Bye.